Hello, Year 2s. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. This week, I'm really excited to introduce our new chapter in maths, all about pictographs, or more commonly known as pictograms. Now, before we begin, I'd like you to have with you for every session a journal. It could be a journal that you just keep for doing maths work, or the journal that you were sent home with, and a pencil or a pen, whichever you feel most comfortable writing with. It might also be worth having a learning partner at home to do your maths learning with, so that you can share your amazing ideas and reasoning skills. It could be an adult who can help you, or a sibling. So let's begin. Over here, I have a pictograph. I'd like you to take a couple of minutes to notice what you understand about this pictograph. What do you see? What can you tell your learning partner? Okay, I've noticed in this pictograph there are words and also a lot of smiley faces. It's exactly what I'm doing right now because I'm thinking about all of you. As we go along, I'd like you to use your journals to find a few things and share your ideas with your learning partner. Please, can you find for me the title of this pictograph? Excellent. The title is right up here, and it tells you what the pictograph is all about. Here it says how we come to school. Now I know what you're thinking. Mrs. Sweeney, we've not been coming to school for a while. That's true. And I'm sure it won't be long before we're all back together on the carpet having a lovely discussion about our maths learning. I promise you that. But this is the title of our pictograph, which is our example for today. Next, could you please tell me what the modes of transport are? Brilliant. The modes of transport are listed in this column here. They are walk, train, bus, and car. And finally, I'd like you to tell me what each smiley face might represent in this pictograph. Look carefully. Wonderful. If you have looked carefully, each smiley face stands for one pupil. And this sentence is quite key in allowing us to decode information in our pictograph. So you could understand and say, count up all these smiley faces and find out how many people walk, how many people catch the train, how many people get the bus, and how many people use the car to come to school. Let's move on. I have got the same graph here. What I'd like you to do is, as I reveal the questions, use your journals and share your reasoning and ideas with your learning partner at home. Okay? The first thing I'd like you to do is tell me what is the most common way pupils choose to travel to school, and what about the least common way? How do you know? Can you explain this to your learning partner? Okay, the next question is, how many pupils travel by train and bus all together? Think carefully about what you have to look at in the pictograph to decode this information. What mathematical operation might you have to use? Would it be addition, subtraction, division, multiplication? What could it be? How have you explained your reasoning to your learning partner? When you have done that, we can move on. I've got the same graph again, and this time I'd like you to use those amazing decoding skills you already have to find out more about this graph. How many more pupils walk than travel by train? Which two categories or groups of children do you have to look at? What mathematical operation did you use to achieve this answer? The next question is, how many pupils are there altogether? What did you need to do in order to derive the answer for this question? Remember to always look at your key sentence at the bottom of your picture graph. This is what's going to help you decode and find answers to tricky questions and challenges. And finally, is there anything else that you notice about this picture graph? For example, I have counted that the children who travel by car are the least amount, and the children who choose to walk are the most. And I've counted up how many there are. There's only 2 children who travel by car and only 8 who travel by walking to school. Okay, we are now going to find out more about your amazing learning skills. Before we start our worksheets, I'd like you to think of all the different strategies you have as mathematicians already. You know how to add, you know how to take away or subtract. Use these skills to help you decode information from the picture graphs in your worksheets. When you have done these workings in your journal, what Miss Pope and I would like you to do is put the question number and the answer next to it. We're asking you to do this because you do not have your workbooks at home. Make sure you write the date at the top so we know which worksheet you are looking at. This is your picture, your first picture graph, or pictogram as the worksheet says. If you find that you are finding the reading tricky, please ask an adult or your learning partner to read the questions for you. You have got 4 picture graphs like this. This is your first one. Here is your second. The third. And finally, the 4th picture graph. Remember to look for the things we have already discussed. Have you found the title? Have you found all the different groups? What key can you find to help you decode the information? Remember, you are all amazing mathematicians, and we are really looking forward to seeing you all again. Bye for now.